While everyone else was chasing crowded online business models, I started my own business by putting Pokemon cards inside of vending machines in high traffic areas. If you don't know me, my name is Gage Kushner, and I've been building a vending machine business that focuses on products that people love, know, and impulse buy. I currently have 25 card vending machines that make an average of $2,300 per machine per month. So in this video, I'm gonna break down a full step-by-step guide on how to create your own card vending machine business in 2026. But first, let's make one thing very clear. You do not have a business without a location. It's extremely important that you are putting these machines in very high traffic areas. So the first step is to identify the right location. With card vending, you want places that have high foot traffic and long dwell time. As for the demographic, it does not matter whether you're selling these to kids, adults, grandmas, it does not matter. They sell no matter what. If you don't already know, Pokemon is exponentially growing every single day and everybody loves Pokemon. It is the biggest franchise in the world. Some of the best locations that make me thousands of dollars a month include gas stations, liquor stores, arcades, movie theaters, bowling alleys, and malls and restaurants. The list goes on and on. Anything that has high traffic areas you want to shoot for. Google Maps is going to be your best friend. Look for businesses with high reviews, good traffic, and a lot of local visibility. I want you to go to Google Maps and find the biggest parking lots in your city. The businesses around those lots are going to be the highest foot traffic locations. Now that you have found your location, now we are moving on to step 2, which is pitch the location. You have to pitch the owner on why you should have your card machine inside. There's a few major reasons why a business owner would want this. Numero uno, it creates an additional revenue stream. The machine makes money without the business having to do any extra work. It takes up a very small amount of space, it involves no staff, and we give them a percentage of the profit, typically about 10 to 20%. The second reason is that it increases customer engagement. Pokemon products create curiosity. People like to walk up to the machine, check what's inside, and buy on impulse. Kids get excited and adults are nostalgic. It becomes something that people talk about. I can't tell you how many times I've seen 10 plus transactions go through in the span of 15 minutes from just one person. It's almost like gambling, but for all ages. With this increase in customer engagement, it helps keep people in the building. And then when someone sees the machine, they stop, browse, and interact with it. And in some environments, that engagement can also translate into more spending overall. Number 3 is that it attracts new customers. If your machine is well stocked and known locally, people will come back just for the machine. That gives the business another reason for people to come and visit. You can even do this with customers that have never even interacted with the machine before. The way I do this is by putting my machine on Google Maps. And so when people search up cards or Pokemon for sale, my machines pop up on the map so that people walk in for my cards and then they end up buying something else from the establishment that it's in. Kind of like how you can see ATMs and Bitcoin ATMs on Google Maps. So we are literally bringing more customers in and retaining them for longer. Number 4 is the wow factor. Most businesses, if not all, do not have card vending machines. It feels fresh, different, and memorable. It's so fun seeing people of all ages buying packs from the machine. You're literally creating extra memories inside of the owner's business. Just like with other vending models, you usually offer a profit split. But the real pitch is not just the machine's direct income. The biggest pitch is that it's fun, low maintenance, and revenue generating. My machines improve the customer experience for everyone. You always want to pitch it more as a value add than something that's going to be paying the owner's rent. Now that you know why someone would want one of these machines, now step 3 is to reach the decision maker. Just like any vending business, you do not want to waste time talking to any employees that don't have any decision-making power. Ideally, you want to talk to the manager, the owner, or someone that can approve placement. A lot of people make the big mistake of calling the front desk and pitching whether they can put the machine there or not. Instead, identify the location, find out who owns or manages it, get direct contact info if possible, call or message them directly. When you reach out, make sure to position yourself as a business owner, not someone begging for a favor. So how do you actually find the direct contact? This is exactly how I do it. I look up exactly who owns X business in the area that I'm in. Then I take their first and last name and put it right into truepeoplesearch.com. A lot of times after you search, you will get profiles of that person. Click on their profile and call the first wireless number. When you call them, you want to almost pretend like you already know them. For instance, I say, "Hey Mike," let them respond, and then say, "I don't know if we've met yet." And when you say, "Hey Mike," instead of, "Hey, is this Mike?" it assumes you already know them them and you already have a relationship with them. Now that you've got them hooked, you would say, I've been placing these card machines and businesses all around town and I came across your location. I think you would be a really strong fit for one. That simple positioning matters a lot. It frames the conversation around opportunity instead of permission. Now that you've got them hooked, step 4 is the real sales process. Now that you are in front of the decision maker, it's your job to help him understand what the machine is, why it makes sense in their business, how easy the machine is, why there is little to no downside. Common objections will usually be things like, how much space does it take? What products are in it? Is there any cost to us? Who manages it? What if something goes wrong? Is this legit and legal? Your answers should be really simple. The machine is compact. It costs you nothing up front. You handle stocking, support, and maintenance. They get a revenue share. The products are well known and very in demand. It's a turnkey add-on for their business. If possible, show them visuals of the machine and where it'll go in their establishment. The more real it feels, the more easy it is for them to say yes. A big part of sales is getting them to imagine that the machine is already there. The way I show them this visual is by going to vtmvending.com, clicking on the machine that I want in that establishment, and clicking view in 3D. Then I can pull up the augmented reality, and then I show them a 3D model of exactly how the machine would look in their establishment. This tool actively reframes them into thinking, do I want this machine versus where do I want this machine to go? Now they are literally walking around helping you find a good spot for it. And by doing that, you are subconsciously assuming the close. Now that you have them mentally committed, I usually move from there right into the close. A low friction way of asking for the sale is literally asking them, how do you want to get paid? You say, do you want check, deposit, cash, Venmo, Zelle? And if it's a very high professional place, like a corporate place, you ask, do you want direct deposit or check? And once they answer that question, they're basically saying yes. But if you somehow can't move into the close, and just like any sales process, follow-up is huge. Some deals close on the first conversation, others take weeks and months. So make sure you note take exactly what they said and strategically follow up, curving their past objections. So now that you have a location, step 5, financing and logistics. You're gonna need a vending machine, an LLC, an EIN, a business bank account, a payment processor, any resale or sales tax permits required by your state. You'll also need insurance and products. All of that, of course, costs money, so you're gonna figure out how to acquire that. The main expense is going to be the machine. I'd recommend one of the smart touchscreen machines that has 22mm coils. The coil size is super important because with that size, even with the smaller wall mounts, I can load up to over 150 packs. So even with my super good locations, I rarely have to restock. Plus the fact that they're so slim, I can pretty much put them in any establishment. So a size objection should never be a problem. Unlike if you got some other bullshit ugly ass snack machine on Facebook Marketplace. The machines are going to cost anywhere between $2,700 to $5,000. And if you don't have money, don't worry. A lot of people find it through 0% interest credit cards or equipment financing. Don't let money stop you. As long as you have a location, you can get the funding. Now that you have a machine, step 6 is product and installation. For card vending, I like to keep my product mix very simple. I only stock booster packs and mystery packs. And with the mystery, it adds that extra layer of gambling and not knowing what you're gonna get out of the machine. Obviously, with the products, I can help you down below with a reliable supply chain. There's a lot of ins and outs with buying Pokemon cards because the demand is so heavy, but thankfully I made that easier for you guys. When it comes to installation, you want to keep it professional. And if you're not comfortable wall mounting a machine by yourself, you can always hire someone off of Facebook Marketplace, TaskRabbit, or even your local hardware store. But if my dumbass can somehow wall mount it by myself, I'm sure you can too. And before your machine ever goes live, please make sure payment systems are working, product slots are configured, pricing is loaded, and the machine is fully tested. It's way better to do this before so that you don't look like an idiot when you get there. Now that you have your machine installed, let's get into step 7, which is scaling. This is where the business gets really exciting because if you do a great job with your first location, it opens doors to many more. Because a month down the line, you could simply ask the business owner, hey, is there any other places that would be interested? And business owners are very connected, so they could be your best salesman. For example, the first liquor store that I closed, I walked in and restocked my machine and I got to talk to the owner's son and he made it so that I was able to get 5 other liquor stores because he was connected with them. I didn't even have to pay him. He liked my idea and what I did so much that he just gave me all this for free. So you can see that it starts to snowball really quickly. And that's the real business. Multiple machines that generate cash flow every single month. And this is why this business is so compelling because it sits at the intersection of convenience, collectibles, impulse buying, and nostalgia. Compared to a lot of other models, you guys are still so early. There are literally hundreds of thousands of locations for these machines. If you can learn how to get locations, talk to owners, source products, and do it professionally, this business can set you free just like it did for me. So So get out there, find your first location, and start building. So if you want to speed run to a profitable route just like I did, you can apply to work directly with me and my team below. Inside, you'll get exclusive access to me and other experienced operators, reliable card sourcing, a full leads list with owners and managers' numbers for your city, and a guaranteed location as long as you're willing to put in the work. But once you connect with my team, they will walk you through everything else in detail. And even if you don't book a call, I hope you got value from this video. Get out there, take action, and crush it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will be documenting my journey to 100+ machines, so stay tuned.